guys, I just want to say that I may be a little too hard, too rough on the little snowflakes out there. No, well, they have their opinion, and they're allowed to have that. I'm not going to judge that. It's not for me to judge. But what I will judge is these Democrats in office who are elected officials and work for the people. The people don't work for them. They work for the people. And they're dictating what we can and can't do. And, you know, guys, enough's enough. It's stupid. Those Democrats want total control of every aspect of your life, including your religion. If you go to church, they're trying to take that from you, and you old boys don't care. All you fellas on the left, you could care less. Well, there's people out there that like their Christian values and will fight till the end to keep them. You guys is all nuts. All of you. All you people on the Democrat side. I'm not talking about you snowflakes right now. I'm talking about the elected Democrat officials. They're nuts. Let's just listen to this video. I've had about enough of those people.
Good evening. I'm Sissy Graham Lynch, and I'm honored to speak to you tonight about something that is so important to all of us, our faith. As Americans, we know the first line of the First Amendment protects our freedom of religion. But what we often forget, the actual words are free exercise of religion. That means living out our faith in our daily lives, in our schools, in our jobs, and yes, even in the public square. Our founders did not envision a quiet, hidden faith. They fought to ensure that the voices of faith were always welcomed, not silenced, not bullied. But during the Obama-Biden administration, these freedoms were under attack. Democrats tried to make faith organizations pay for abortion-inducing drugs. Democrats tried to force adoption agencies to violate their deeply held beliefs. Democrats pressured schools to allow boys to compete in girls' sports and use girls' locker rooms. Those are the facts. But then, we, the people, elected Donald Trump. People of faith suddenly had a fierce advocate in the White House. He appointed judges who respect the First Amendment. He supported religious beliefs in court. He ensured religious ministries would not be forced to violate their beliefs. He withdrew the policies that placed our little girls at risk. And on the world stage, President Trump became the first president to talk about the importance of religious freedom at the United Nations, giving hope to people of faith around the world. In America, we have not yet experienced physical persecution, even though the left has tried to silence us. Even during the pandemic, we saw how quickly life can change. Some Democratic leaders tried to ban church services, while marijuana shops and abortion clinics were declared essential. But you know what truly is essential? Our right to worship freely and live our faith in every aspect of life.
Exactly.
The Biden-Harris vision for America leaves no room for people of faith. Whether you're a baker, a florist, or a football coach, they will force the choice between being obedient to God or to Caesar, because the radical left's God is government power. So in the words of my grandfather, Billy Graham, let us stand for political freedom, moral freedom, religious freedom, and the rights of all Americans. And let's never give in to those who would attempt to take it from us. Tonight, I'm proudly standing in that public square, and I hope and pray you will join me
I don't know what happened there. I guess that was all of it. But anyway, you guys better start to stand up for your rights, because
Calling out draconian
because your Christian rights and your Christian values that you hold dearly, they're attacking them. You're not going to have that no more. It's going to be strictly Democrat rule. It's going to be iron fist rule. They're not going to let you practice any of your religion. Any. I don't care. It might let certain religions, but it's not going to let the Christian. It's attacking Christian on all sides. They're attacking Jews. And Christianity and Jewish are together, and they're attacking both of them from all sides. It's not going to quit until they abolish it. You won't be allowed to practice your faith, and if you're caught doing it, they'll throw your ass in jail. That's how evil and sadistic this Democrat far left party is. And guys, when they start attacking Christians and the church, they're not just attacking the Christian people, they're attacking God. And that's what's wrong with this country today. They took God out of it. The God's been taken out of schools. God's been taken out of colleges. It's been taken out of everywhere. You can't have God nowhere. They're attacking all these monuments. I mean, what's coming next? They're going to have you in tent cities. That's what it's going to be. They're going to give your houses to all those Democrat snowflakes, and you're going to be left out in the cold. BLM, the Democrat Party, and Antifa are all working together. Whether you believe it or not, it's happening. And they're going to steal your rights away. You're going to live under Marxist rule, and if you don't take the knee, you'll be punished. You'll either be killed or thrown somewhere in a cell to rot. Either way, you're dead. These people are evil, sadistic people. And you kids on the left, you need to stop pandering to this Black Lives Matter. You need to stop pandering to Antifa. I'm talking to you snowflakes. You guys are promoting this crap, saying, oh, well, it's their right to protest and break into businesses for the way they was treated. How was they treated? They had the same rights as me and you. No different. And if you guys see these cop shootings, but you don't see the whole video, you only see what the mainstream media wants you to see. If you watched the whole video, you'd see what it was. These guys don't listen to law and order. If a police officer tells you to stop, put your hands up, stop and put your hands up. It's that damn simple. These cops just ain't going out there and shooting people to be shooting them. Grow up. If that was a white guy that got shot in the back by an officer, nobody'd be standing up. Why? Because the white folk would say, well, he should have listened. But since it was a man of color, shit hits the fan every time. And we're sick of it. You know, all lives matter. All lives matter. No matter which way you throw it, all lives matter. You're okay with killing babies, but you're not okay with anything else. You make no sense. You're okay with killing little babies. You're okay with killing white people. But if it comes to killing somebody of color that's not obeying the law, that's not listening, you flip out and want to attack the American people. Americans are getting tired of it. They're starting to stand up. They're going to fight back. It's going to happen. The silent majority is getting riled. You done shook that cage. And it's starting to stand up, and you can see it across America. And you're really going to see it in October. Folks, it's time to grow up, stand tall with America, stop fighting, stop attacking Christian values. And the snowflakes, you guys need to get the thumb out of your mouth, grow up, draw that hand back in, stop waiting for handouts, because it ain't going to happen. Ain't no tracks. Even if the Democrats get in there, there'll be people quitting their job left and right because they ain't going to give you handouts. They're not going to want their tax dollars to go to you while they had to pay for everything. Work for it. Work your way through it. If you want to go to college, that should be your responsibility to pay for it, not the American taxpayer. Grow up. I mean, you kids, you know what the problem is? Through the years, parenting has become so relaxed and government has took control away from the parent to punish their kids. This is what you get. The snowflake generation. You can't whip your kids. What did God say? Spare the rod, spoil the child. And that's exactly what we did, folks. The Generation X is the last generation that parents could control. After that, the government took too much control from the parents to punish their kids. And now you got all these spoiled brats running around thinking they deserve everything, that they're entitled to everything. That's what's wrong with this generation. And it's going to happen. It's going to trickle down because until the government steps out and lets parents take back control of their kids, lets the parents punish their kids properly, it's going to get worse, guys. It's going to get worse. It's going to be bad. This world, I'm going to tell you, this world's coming to an end. This is end time crap. Lawless societies. It's end time stuff. It's in the Bible. And I know you leftist little snowflakes don't believe God because it's been beat out of you in school. These schools have dumbed you down so much because they're teaching you liberalized ideas, far left ideas, false ideas. That you believe anything they tell you. And it all starts with the Democrat Party. Those senators and and House representatives that's been in office all their damn life, all their career politicians. It's Nancy Pelosi, Chucky Schumer, Nads, old scratchy Nads, Nadler, and Shifty. All those people, they've been in there too long. They get too comfortable in their chair. They need to be voted out. There needs to be term limits. And if you don't see it, there's something wrong with you. They get in there and they don't do nothing for you. The only thing they do for you is lie. They lie, cheat, and steal your money. If it wasn't for the Democrats, this country wouldn't be where it's at today. And you can cash that check. It's all a bunch of shit, folks. And if you can't see it, you need to take the blinders off and wake back up. You people, I'm talking to you folks out there that's woke. Walk away. Walk away.
Calling out draconian shutdowns that kept Americans from worshiping in churches during the pandemic, Cissy Graham Lynch, granddaughter of the late Reverend Billy Graham, made a call for President Donald Trump as a defender of freedoms. Even during the pandemic, we saw how quickly life can change, she said in a live address to the Republican National Convention on Tuesday night. Some Democratic leaders tried to ban church services, while marijuana shops and abortion clinics were declared essential. But you know what truly is essential? Our right to worship freely, and to live our faith in every aspect of life. Lynch echoed the often repeated Trump refrain that Democrats want to obstruct religious faith. The Biden-Harris vision for America leaves no room for people of faith, she said. Whether you're a baker, a florist, or a football coach, they will force the choice between obedient to God or to Caesar, because the radical left's God is government power. She finished with a reference to her grandfather. In the words of my grandfather Billy Graham, let us stand for political freedom, moral freedom, religious freedom, and the rights of all Americans. And let's never give in to those who would attempt to take it from us.
There you have it, guys. And that's exactly what's happening. They're taking your religious freedoms. And it all started with being able to worship freely in church. It's been going on for a while. They've been attacking the churches ever since Obama got in office. And now, it all started with, let's see how much we can take away from people. First, we're going to take away the parents' ability to properly punish their kids. And then they went up from there. They're climbing that ladder every year. Every year that a Democrat's in office, every year is something taken away from the American people. And it's now your freedom to go out in public, your freedom to, unless you're a protester or a rider, then you're free to go out there and publicly humiliate yourself, because that's what you're doing. You're looking like assholes, dumbass snowflakes with your thumb in your mouth, sucking on a pacifier in your little corner. You guys need to grow up. There's going to be law and order, no matter if the Democrats get in there or not. They're not going to take the cops away. You think they're that dumb? They're pandering to you. They're pandering to you just to get your vote like they always do. What have they done for you? What have the Democrat Party done for this country besides destroy it? If you could tell me one thing, I'm listening. But you can't tell me one thing that these dumbass Democrats done besides handouts, give you handouts to keep you on their side. Then they take those away once they're reelected. What promises? We didn't promise you nothing. Yeah, see, they get into office and they forget those promises. President trumps a lot of things, folks, and I know. But one thing he did was kept his promises. And the Democrats are trying to destroy it with their backstabbing lies. They lie on Trump every chance they get. Your fact check places are lying on him, and you people fall for the lie. You're falling for all lies. God said if you wanted to believe a lie, he'd let you believe it. And that's exactly what's happening, folks. Your eyes are blinded to the truth. And until you wake back up, not get woke, as you people call it, here's what I say: get woke, go broke. You need to wake up on the right side of the bed. Stop your little dream. Stop begging for handouts. Stop telling the taxpayer he has to pay for your college. Grow up. Get a job. Work your way through college. You're guaranteed an education all the way up through high school. After that, it's up to you if you want to continue. It's not up to the American taxpayer. It's up to you. Because it's not mandatory that you go to college. Unless you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, or some major profession, you can do online classes. You can do there's other schooling that's cheaper, like community colleges and stuff like that. You can go to trade school. It's cheaper than college. Most college graduates don't even get a job, don't even make enough money after they get a job to pay off their loan for years. That's how bad college tuition is now. And if you want to fight against somebody, don't fight against the taxpayer. Fight against the college people. That's your teachers, the college administration. Fight against them. They're the ones that raise all this stuff up so you can't afford it, not the taxpayer. It's because people in America think they deserve too much money at a job. If you're a college teacher, you don't deserve $50 an hour. I don't care who you are. America needs to restart its program of unemployment pay. It needs to restart because people get. This is one reason why in America it's hard to find a good job because everybody wants a high wage. I'd like to have a high wage. I'd like to make $50 an hour, but I know it's not feasible for a company somewhere to pay 100 employees $50 an hour. It just ain't gonna work. Everybody like to make more money, and if you want to make more money, start a business. Get out there, do the work, start a business. Fight these Democrats and tell them enough's enough. You're tired of it. They get paid way too much for the job they're doing. The American taxpayer pays this Democrat Party and Republican Party. And they get paid way too much. They're making like $170,000 a year, guys. What do you make? You making close to that? They work for you. Don't you think it's time to revamp the congressional party's pay in the Senate? Don't you think it's time to start saying, hey, enough's enough. You only get paid for when you're in session, and you need to cut your pay. You don't deserve to vote yourself a raise. We can't vote ourselves a raise. What gives you the right? Folks, it's time to stand up to this evil, sadistic Democrat Party. And it's time for you snowflakes to grow up, take the thumb out of your mouth, and see the light. Wake up. Don't woke up, wake up. Because you already woke and went broke. You have no legitimate argument in this fight. None. You're troublemakers. You pander to Black Lives Matter. You pander to Antifa. And you take the knee to these sadistic groups. Terrorists is all they are. But you guys, you snowflakes that are sucking on a pacifier somewhere in the corner if you get triggered, you say we get mad if you say something about President Trump. I don't care what you say about President Trump. You guys get triggered every time his name's mentioned. You crow up on the floor with your little binky and your little blankie and your pacifier, and you have to go to your safe space. Grow up. And just grow up. It's time to get that binky or thumb out of your mouth. It's time to be big boys and girls. Stop worrying about people, what people can give you. Worry about what you can give to people. Giving is better than receiving. Think about it. You want everything for free. Hell, half of you out there is cheating the system now. And I can name a lot of you. I can name a shit ton of people out there that's cheating the system on this snowflake side. Sit there and think about that. You talk about handouts. Think about it. What are you getting now that you don't deserve? Because you're cheating. Lying and cheating. Well, folks, that's enough. I got to go because this is just crazy. I appreciate you watching.